Please join me with a big round of applause for the actor who brought Wonder Woman to life and showed that we are all Wonder Women. Please welcome Lynda Carter.
Thank you. I'm delighted to be here with you at the United Nations to celebrate Wonder Woman being named Honorary Ambassador for the empowerment of women and girls. As you know, I have some familiarity with Wonder Woman, and I couldn't think of a more perfect role for her. Let me expand just a little bit on what Diane said. It was the height of World War II. The world was at war when William Moulton Marston, a psychologist, was asked to come up with a new superhero for the fight against the Nazis. When he returned home that evening, his wife, Elizabeth, told him, honey, yeah, that's a good idea. We can do that together. But this one is going to be a woman superhero. And then according to their granddaughter, Christy Marston, the idea of Wonder Woman was born. I spoke to her the other day, and she said, oh yeah, for Graham, it was all about intellect and attitude. You see, women really know who they are. We can be smart and beautiful and strong and wise and kind and brave. We believe in fair play and fair pay and playing by the rules. We build families and communities, and yes, we stand by our men as they stand beside us. And now today we call on all these good men of the world to work with us and help us achieve the freedoms that all women and girls worldwide so richly deserve. They deserve it every day. These obstacles which deny them equal treatment, they must be torn down. It is one of the great moral imperatives of our time to liberate our minds so that together we can embrace the rich curiosity that can be conceived and explored and learned. More than 40 years ago, I had the honor of being cast more than 40 years ago. More than 40 years ago. I was cast as Wonder Woman by Warner Brothers. This was a monumentous thing, for at the time there were very few women holding their own shows in television. They didn't think a woman could hold a television show. We started getting letters and phone calls. I started hearing stories. This miracle of an idea that came from a 48-year-old woman named Elizabeth started to have an influence in some girls and women's lives. That was when Wonder Woman became flesh. I tell you, I tell the people of the world, that was when Wonder Woman became flesh. This idea became a reality. The she became we. In some magical and mystical way, There lies within each of us Wonder Woman. She is real. She lives and she breathes. I know this because she lives in me, and she lives in the stories that these women tell me. Day in and day out, I see it in the eyes that dance before me. I see it in the letters and in the stories. I read it on social media. I see it in the tears that fall from the eyes of the women who say it saved them from it inspired them from some awful thing that they endured because they saw that they could do something great. So Wonder Woman lives, do not doubt it. She lives in every woman. Wonder Woman helps bring out the inner strength every woman has. We are all inclusive. That is who women are. We are stronger together. We are half the world. We have a voice. We are the mothers of all mankind. We are the mothers of all mankind. We come in all shapes and sizes. We are mothers and sisters and daughters and grandmothers and great-grandmothers. We are black and brown and white and red and yellow. We are tall and short and thick and thin. We are blondes and brunettes and gingers and salt and peppers. Wonder Woman is being asked to take on a new role as the United Nations ambassador to empower girls and women around the world. So please embrace her. All the doubters that don't think it's a good idea, stand up and be counted. We need the good men of the world. We love you. We bore you. Don't forget it. Let us salute the United Nations and the Sustainable Development Goals it has announced. I do. I salute you. Let us be able to look back on 2017 as the year we made a huge progress. Huge. Huge. I mean, very, very huge. Toward women's equality. I always think I'm so funny. As we follow the example of Wonder Woman as our ambassador for empowerment of women. My grandmother was an immigrant, by the way. She was born in Mexico. We are all immigrants in this nation. I really like immigrants. All you women of all colors, all you children out there, never forget Wonder Woman lives inside you. You can be anything. I see these beautiful faces. Learn, know, be everything that you dream. Because unless you dream it, it can't be done. You got to dream it first. I promise you, you will be on the right path, and take it from me, that Wonder Woman inside of you will never let you down. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lynda Carter, for that message of power and strength and solidarity for everyone to come together to achieve women's equality.